20-year-old Akira Otani was preparing for the reopening of his family's fish market.
And then it all happened.
Otani looked towards Pearl Harbor in disbelief.
We could hear the explosion. We could see the plane flying over Pearl Harbor. We could see black smoke coming from that direction. It's hard to believe what was happening in the beginning, but we finally had to believe what we saw, what we heard.
Otani stayed back to close the market while his parents raced home to Manoa. By the time he got there, FBI agents were there to arrest his dad, Matsujiro Otani, a non-citizen and an influential business leader.
They had the pistol drawn. I remember very clear that my mother says, if you're going to take him, take me too. And they said, no, we don't want you, we want him. And
Otani was confused. America was at war with people who looked like him.
We didn't know what to do. But then we heard on the radio that they were accepting volunteers. So I don't know. The next day I told my family, I'm going.
The University of Hawaii ROTC was called to duty.
I just walked out and went out to serve, even though my father had been arrested.
UH students mobilized into the Hawaii Territorial Guard.
They told us to pick up a rifle and helmet and so forth, and then off we went.
For 6 weeks, they were soldiers, guarding installations across Oahu. But that would change.
Apparently some people who are, powerful people say, how come you people are using enemy aliens to guard our import installations?
All men of Japanese ancestry were dismissed from the Hawaii Territorial Guard. The ROTC cadets returned to UH, not knowing what to do. The answer would come from the secretary at the YMCA.
Brother of Hung Wo Ching with the Ching brothers were very good to us, and they say, what in the hell are you guys crying about? You can always, you don't have to carry arms to serve your country. Why don't you guys do something else?
169 of them went to Schofield Barracks to help the 34th Combat Engineers. The young Nisei called themselves the Varsity Victory Volunteers.
We felt that we were Americans. We wanted to serve our country. If they won't let us carry arms, we'll do whatever they ask us to do and serve our country.
They traded their guns for shovels and built barracks and barbed wire fencing.
Never a second thought.
In early 1943, the War Department and the White House authorized the creation of the Nisei Regimental Combat Team, the 442nd.
Right then and there, we all signed up for the 442.
Nearly 10,000 Hawaii boys signed up to fill 1,500 slots. The Army selected 2,645 of them, including the Varsity Victory Volunteers.
Here we were, 110-pound, 120-pound young boys. We tried to carry a duffel bag, but we couldn't, and most of us are dragging our bags.
On March 28, 1943, thousands bid farewell at Iolani Palace. They were told, do not bring shame to the family name.
They put all the boys that in a BVV in the front line, and that's how we were on the front line.
Otani rose to the rank of staff sergeant and was allowed to visit his dad in a New Mexico internment camp. He was kept behind to train incoming Nisei recruits, while the rest of the boys moved out to Europe. He would later be commissioned a second lieutenant and served with the Military Intelligence Service and the Civil Censorship Detachment in Osaka before returning home in 1946.
Do you see yourself as a hero?
No, not a hero, no. Any one of the boys would have done the same thing what I did or what I'm doing today.
A sculpture sits on the UH Manoa campus, along with a plaque with the names of the Varsity Victory Volunteers. At 95, Otani still works at the United Fishing Agency. His roots there are deep, and so is his loyalty to America.
You love your country?
Very much so. I owe so much to it, yes.